coming in from the back on the key. So we're just going to undo this 19 nut here. It comes around and you'll need a 19 spanner or socket to take that off. Pretty straightforward, just comes out and pull the bolt out. So this is the rear wheel. So you're going to undo these two 14 nuts. So focus in there, you can just see them there. Potentially take the wheel off to get more space, but I think I'm going to be okay here. With the 3 bolts out, I'm just going to pry it up and out. So just pry it up there, just using the pry bar, just lever it up. And then when I got up, I just got in the hole there and pulled it up. Pretty straightforward. You can then just compress the shock. It's a little bit difficult to do with one hand. Pretty straightforward. And the whole shock should come out. So with the shock out, this one had a problem with the bottom bush. You can see there is no bottom bush anymore. So with this, you just pop off the top cap with a screwdriver, and then there is a 17 nut. You have to get a very slim socket to get in on it. Because this shock is scrap, do not put a vice grips on a good shock that you're going to reuse. So what we had done was just held it here and then just wound it off. Otherwise you'd have to get swan neck spanner in there, or potentially some other type of impact wrench or something like that. So on the new shock, this little washer is loose. Now I bashed it off this one, but if you're fitting an original shock, you won't have to worry about it. Just make sure when you're fitting on the new shock that it stays in place, it doesn't fall off. So I actually hit it with the impact, because the slim socket is the only one will fit in. The swan neck, this one wouldn't actually go in. So I hit it with the impact and just held it with my hand here on the shaft, and I just drove it home. Shouldn't be a big issue. And just remember to put your little cap back on. That's it, refit. So just when you're putting the new shock in, make sure you get this bolt in first, because you can move it around. Very difficult doing the top first. So once you have that in with the nut on, you can leave it loose, and then get this top plate up there. There's 2 little notches in the back of the shock top. So what I done was, with this new nut still loose, I lowered the car on the ramp, but you could put a jack under here and lift it up, or lower the car down if you still have the wheel on, and then just hand tighten the 2 nuts in, the 2 14s. Once they're hand tight, that's it. You can lower it all the way and tighten them up.